Hello, everyone, and welcome to the NASA broadcast. And I'm here with Too Soon, another new caster to the webcam world of the two leagues. And we're here to watch Woe Chills versus Pass. What can you tell me about these two teams?
Well, I know for a fact, Saya, that it's going to be an absolute banger of a game. Both of them having notorious players to hold to themselves. On the side of Chills, we obviously have the GOAT, Cakes Triple Zero. I haven't met him personally, but he's just a GOAT in the community. On the other side, Temple Melon really catching my eye there. She was actually my coach for OSAS, which Seraphim Oxford just won. Go Seraphim. So really, going to be an entertaining match between these two for sure. It's definitely a game that both teams have to win in order to keep their chances to moving on most competitive. Woe Chills 0-4, 0-5 right now. Mandatory win here if they want to keep going. And Pass looking to keep things competitive, 3-2. So first game here looks to be on Clarion Test Chamber. Not too sure how to feel with that as an OSAS player. This map is very jank, very unpredictable.
Yeah, interesting draft coming out as well. If you see Woe Chills locking in the Luna, Vice, and Juno for Cakes in particular. ZZ and Cakes going to be very happy having their two most prominent characters appear on the field for them. But on the other side, Kai Mako X, we live in a bit of a speed world on this patch, and that comp is looking to have plenty of it with the Mako and the Kai. And once again, like every single Woe Chills game, it's going to come down to whether Woe Chills can get enough KOs to interrupt the opponents, or whether the opponents will just play Omega Strikers.
Yeah, and play Omega Strikers they are as the first point is about to kick off. Coin with the early position, but Hamster Quest quick to take away. A little bit of a skirmishing downfield here. Temple Melon forced to evade. Mangoes are yummy, holding it down for now as a lot of cooldowns are expended, and it looks to be that Pass is going to stabilize for now.
Yeah, and this Awakening start, right, is so difficult for Woe Chills. They want to do damage, they want to KO, but if there's one Awakening that the Luna does not want to see on the screen, it's those yellow barriers, it's the orange barriers. It's unstoppable, making it so that the Luna character is that much harder to get value out of with all those single hit. And ZZ's really struggling to find some decent damage here. The health bars on Woe Chills are actually the ones that are going lower. The damage win condition looks to be incredibly difficult to achieve in this unstoppable start game.
And Pass looking extremely unstoppable. One barrier down for them already, but ZZZ real quick to respond there as Mangoes are yummy, lets one slip through. Hamster Quest with a nice flip confirms the second. Crater committed as well, and out of nowhere, a lot of pressure from Woe Chills.
Good strike shot from Mangoes to save the day, but a great pass up. Hamster Quest teleports perfectly, and that's the first goal for Woe Chills. Despite the unstoppable start, maybe they can just play core control with this comp.
Yeah, with all the projectiles and slimes just existing, it's not out of the question, but an unfortunate Soren and a bounce cost Woe Chills their first barrier here, but it's okay, I guess. ZZZ just absolutely demolishes Tempo Melon, and we have a power play on the side of Woe Chills looking to get that second barrier. Mangoes are yummy holding for now, though. Hamster Quest trying to set up a self-pass, doesn't quite get it though. Temple Melon quick to punish. Nice bull dash from Coin confirms the second barrier for Pass.
Oh, but that missed strike from Mangoes is so rough, and now ZZZ in a 1v1 with Mangoes, now a 1v2, Hamster to ZZZ, and another clean passing play means that Woe Chills are 2-0 up. Who could have guessed?
Yeah, not the start you want to see if you're Pass, but Woe Chills elated. They're looking real great right now. One flip on their goalie as they try and get something started here, but Coin, he's looking real impactful with that dash into the X Maximus. There's the flip, not quite going to find it though. Amazing defense from Hamster and Cakes. Little flurry in the midfield here as Coin is giga buffed now. Almost finds that second barrier, but a nice strike shot from Mangoes are yummy, keeps the play alive. Temple Melon, good barrage, and Coin able to just punch it through Cakes and Hamster Quest.
That's the kind of point that you expect from Pass in a game like this, right? You expect the consistent core control and the clean goal setups with the Kai Barrage. Juno, of course, not dealing with the Kai Barrage too well after all. But it really depends on whether they can stop WoChills from getting those early barriers and getting that early offense here, as maybe these barriers will be taken. Once again, the Kai Barrage super effective against the Juno.
Yeah, the pressure has been absolutely insane from Pass here, but the pressure on X looks to be too much to handle for Coin as he goes down. This is a huge opportunity for WoChills here, but a misstrike on the Luna. They still get the barrier and they get the flip, so they're pretty happy with this. Hamster Quest almost got there, but they got a kill instead. The power play continues. ZZZ looking low there, standing in the face of the X. Mangoes are yummy, having to work overtime here. And it looks like they will find the clear, but not without their life. ZZZ has been absolutely insane with the damage with the missile prop start.
And against all odds, WoChills standing in the first draft with the first pick. A lot of Scary Awakenings on the board, right? Both Hotshot and 1-2 Punch. Massive threats if they fall down to the Juno, and of course, a ton of damage scaling. More cooldowns as well available with the Prime Time and the Twin Drive. Spark of Focus scaling is going to be so valuable for Hamster Quest, but it looks like it's going to be a double deny on the Core Speed Awakenings. Hotshot probably going to the Mako here. Definitely a possibility, but no, it's not. It's team player to try and contend with the core speed, but that means that's a Hotshot Juno for Cakes. That's going to mean a lot less stress on the defense for WoChills.
And a lot more pressure on the already overwhelming offense that WoChills has had here. But overall, not a too bad draft if you're Pass here. Primetime Kai already proving effective as it takes the first barrier there. Hamster Quest looking to die, and suddenly it's Pass with the overwhelming offense here as they get both barriers and a staggered player who dies instantly. Mangoes are yummy, pushing up to the midline here, trying to get it past the Luna. Succeeds, and Tempo Melon with the nice dribble to clean it up. Pass in full control here so far.
In full control, maybe that additional barrage is exactly what they needed with how well it does against the single hits that are so frequent on the side of WoChills. It's going to be difficult, but these passing plays are getting around Cakes, not letting the Slimes do their work. And the second strike from Coin will take the barrier, and a quick goal with a pass to Tempo. Pass looks to be ramping it up here.
Yeah, it's an absolute curb stomp in this second set. Coin has just been doing such a great job inserting him into the backline, standing right in front of Cakes. And as a Juno, that's not where you want to be. So the offense is looking really good for Pass here.
Really good offense. Another KO found. The damage pressure in their favor. I think they're just focusing on damage a little more, and with a triple unstoppable, it seems like they're the ones that could out damage WoChills. They can just take less initially and KO on the other end. ZZ's back though, looking for a play with the rocket, unable to do so, and Pass are continuing to stabilize.
As they look to convert to the offense here, Tempo Melon with a nice barrage forces the flip, and a nice clear found by Cakes with the help of Hamster Quest. Another great clear. Coin, not too happy with that, decides to burn some cooldowns for damage. Pass looking to activate offense again. Another nice clear. Hotshot Juno coming to fruition already as Coin is staggered. Hamster Quest's peel has been impeccable. There's another kill found onto Coin, and it's a power play for WoChills, but Tempo Melon looking really strong, holding off everything on her own here.
All the way forward, Tempo Melon looking for a Giga Blast, but it won't be quite enough as it goes to the Demon Angle. Cakes getting the save. And once again, it's Cakes in the goal box, stuck there, but a good pass to ZZZ, flips in front of the net, finds the barrier, and WoChills have maybe turned it around.
Yeah, and Mangoes Are Yummy is looking really low here. If they can get the ball to ZZZ, but she's thrown in jail. Poor Luna, and Coin looking to peel. Tempo Melon with the core. Nice barrage, but Hamster Quest tanks it all. Great Giga, unfortunately not going to do the cut. ZZZ in a 1v1, but she's staggered.
Oh,
Tempo Melon, nice defense. Yes, incredible.
With the power play
from Pass, both on the offense and the defense.
Yeah, and that's a draft 3-0, pretty clean for the side of Pass, right? And Tempo being first pick is so scary, has been the cornerstone of everything so far. What do you think is going to be the main pick that comes up for this Kai? Oh, well,
I'm really stacks on stacks. Well, I was gonna say Catalyst, but there we go. Stacks for the Kai. Catalyst on the X is going to be a really great pick. X has been taking a lot of hits, but has also been dealing them out. So that energy is going to be very scary and should help him live as well.
yep. Not a bad draft overall for the side of Woe Chills. They get pieces of their game plan, right? They get the 2 sparks, they get the adrenaline rush, and they get a little bit of speed on Cakes. But it's so scary on the other end. The catalyst for the X, and additional speed given to the team by Mangoes, and stacks on tempo. I think Pass has what it takes to close this game out in the next set.
Yeah, and they already have 2 barriers here. A great save from Cakes off the center bounce, but unfortunately Coin finds the precise angle to give Pass their first goal.
Very, very clean there. Wojo's got to really watch out, especially on this variant where the core speed can get a little bit ridiculous. The early barrier Cakes coming out from Pass, Coin threading the needle between Cakes and Hamster Quest, and tempo dribbling, just controlling the core all the way forward.
And not much you can do there once you have an X in that sort of 50-50 position with a flip. That's just rough to deal with. It looks like Woj Chills can't find an answer to the...
Yeah, it's looking very difficult. There's too much speed on the board in the favor of Pass here, and Coin and Tempo are just going to look for a slow passing play. No pass required. The X is a little bit too large, and once again, another quick 3-0 set win.
And this draft can look to snowball them harder. I already see a few heavy hitters here, preferably the rapid fire on the Kai you'd like, just to make it even more insufferable for Cakes and Hamster. Demolitionist, always a good pick on the X, who needs the size and the cooldowns. So we might see a rapid fire pickup on the Kai. No, Ops for Deadeye instead. How much damage they've been doing, that's not a bad pick, and it's a deny for the Luna as well.
Yeah, that deny is doing a lot of work here, but Prize Fighter in perfect form still fall down. Woe Chills, last chance to try and turn this damage comp in their favor. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be simple, but they do have some tools, and that adrenaline rush will be the start of it.
Yeah, amazing kill from ZZZ there as the Woe Chills look to activate this offense, and they do. Cakes all the way up in the midfield in their face. Nice pass, greater bounce. And it's a good goal from Woe Chills, who absolutely dominate that point off the kill ZZZ found.
They rush forward, activate the offense so quickly. And now they're looking for a little bit more here if ZZZ can find a snipe, especially on this bouncy variant. Hamster Quest just going for the core control, 1 barrier already taken. And this variant can snowball quickly. Great clear from Cakes, as well as Passer just trying to find the core here.
Yeah, and they still do have the core here. Coin with nice passes to Tempo Melon, but Mangoes are yummy and a little bit of pickle here. Tempo Melon, nice barrage. It's coming to fruition again, but great bounces from the side of Woe Chills. That second barrier drops. ZZZ has that Egoist, has that flip, but he can't get to him. There's the flip. Whip strike, though, quite unfortunate, and it looks like Pass is going to hold on for now.
Oh, but right as you say that, a KO comes through, and Cakes with a flip to try and accelerate it forward. ZZZ is in there with the damage output, finds a strike, finds a dash, and another goal for Woe Chills. That last draft might have been everything they needed.
Yeah, and it's all happening off the back of these power plays here. ZZZ so quick with it, killing Coin or Tempo Melon immediately. That was just a stray rocket. This Luna's damage, but it's scaled out of control. There's the second barrier. Woe Chills in complete control. Cakes self-pass, but interrupted by the Atlas field. Coin taking 1, could almost take 2, has the flip. Utter disaster right there, but Coin looking really low. Tempo Melon with the core in the midfield. Nice strike war. Supernova coming out. Coin able to get the core, nice flip, secures them the round and buys Pass just enough time to formulate a plan to deal with this crazy offense of Woe Chills.
Yeah, and that was a little rough there. Hamster probably should have used the flip in the midfield to try and prevent Coin from getting it, but even if that was used, it was not a sure thing at all. And that slime is so fast. Cakes making full use of the momentum boots here. and really making so that the slimes chase down the core from so far away. Something that you wouldn't see from the eject Juno, but that's also something you wouldn't see from the eject Juno. Lurking a little bit too far is Cakes, losing a barrier, but still keeping one alive.
And one is all you need on these double barrier maps. Nice split from ZZZ, shut down by the bass and drum. Another kill! Double KO! This is absolute travesty for Pass. This Luna is wrecking mayhem on the field. And with the final draft coming up, that's MVP. They might just try to scale even more.
They might here. They're looking for extra special and another spark on the board. A very scary awakenings. But if you look on the other end of things, right? There's some other scary speed awakenings. Fight or Flight and Chrono both on the board. And Big Fish as well for additional size. Maybe the X turning into a bit of a monster here. It's an interesting draft for sure, but that Chrono Boost on tempo concerns me a little bit.
Yeah, Tempo Melon has been the glue, but both Coin and Tempo Melon have been dying at the hands of ZZZ. So I have to see how they adapt in this final set. But it looks like nothing can happen right now as both barriers are dropped on the side of Pass. Tempo Melon with the core. Unfortunate bounce, but Coin is able to secure that second barrier. Nice pressure. Almost had it, but the barrier's dropping. Saved it for Woe Chills. Cakes with a nice bounce back here and a great shock dart from Hamster. But the Octavia map is what seals the deal in the end for Pass. Tempo Melon keeping them in this game.
Tempo Melon being clutch with the Kai, finding that balance, and now it's up to Woe Chills to create some magic yet again. This Unstoppable, it's been an obstacle since the very first point of this game, and it's continuing to be difficult to find KOs with it. But Mangoes drifts up too far, but ZZZ doesn't get the double barrier.
That's okay, though. Still has possession of the core, but a nice clear from Mangoes are yummy. And there's the 6th KO from ZZZ. They'll gladly trade a barrier if it means they can get 2, but Tempo Melon is winning all these strike wars in the middle. Now in a 1v1, but nice slime control from Cakes. Hotshot already having an effect. Coin is back online, but a flip in the face and the Crater Maker is just too much for Mangoes are yummy, as that red core is proving difficult. Cakes missed the flip angle, but the X is dead, and so is the Kai. The KOs are coming out. Unstoppable, not quite enough. Mangoes are yummy. It's too tall an order, and Woe Chills are quick to respond here. 1-1.
Woe Chills getting it done in explosive fashion, and they have that flip to use as well to try and kickstart the offense. But a good Ensnared Drums will nullify that. Hamster Quest forced to dash away. And the barrage will be excellent on defense to prevent the single hits once again. And the barrier taken on the other side as well from the rebound. Pass looking pretty good in this point.
Yeah, Pass holding for sure, but how long will it be until ZZZ finds a kill? Might not be able to find out because both barriers are gone on the side of Pass. Nice offense though from them. They find their kill. Suddenly it's a power play from them, and they're so quick to convert. An amazing Giga from Tempo Melon secures them that point, and it's Pass with match point for this first game.
Pass looking good so far, not getting double barriered on the rebound as well, but so much damage on the Coin. That's a KO waiting to happen here as ZZZ looking massive. Has a flip available as well. Stagger on the Coin, bounce back and forth, but ZZZ now is very, very low.
Yeah, and a little bit unfortunate timing. And Cake's not able to save that as well, but Coin, Tempo Melon, everyone looking dead here. A nice flip from Cake saving ZZZ. It's a power play, but how long until ZZZ drops as well? Hamster Quest with the core. Mangoes are yumming, forced to ping pong. There's nowhere to clear to, and the slime is what gets that second barrier. Woe Chills with a huge opportunity here. Hamster Quest with the flip and the angle. It is match point, set point for both of these teams. What an insane first game this has been.
It all comes down to this, but there's one thing to be scared of. It's Coin. That guy has plenty of meter to elusive with. Both sides very low in the energy department. And of course, Hamster Quest, you got to be careful near the edge. Almost taken out by the perfect pitch, but staying alive just barely. But Coin is massive.
Coin is massive indeed as he finds that second barrier. He has the flip. He uses it, and he gets the shot to the bottom. Oh, for a second there, it was Woe-Chills in total control. But the coordination and the composure from Pass, they earned themselves a hard-fought first game going up 1-0.
Wow, that's very unfortunate for Woe-Chills because that was an absolutely magical game, right? Like it went all the way to set 5.5, and that was Woe-Chills picking this comp into an unstoppable start. Like you don't do that if you want to win.
Yeah, but they somehow found a way to make it work. On the Luna, I think what got them gapped in the end there was the redirect in the core control department. Pass having more opportunities to just touch the core and do something with it than Woe-Chills on the whole, but still an absolutely valiant effort from them. I don't think that Woe-Chills is particularly dissatisfied with this performance. They busted out the KO comp and they did wonders with it.
Yeah, and that is classic Woe-Chills. They will bust out the KO comp at every opportunity. They will create magic, but looking at the record in the season, the magic hasn't quite translated to that full series win just yet. But with Inkies coming up, that could be a possibility, right? Of course, past the team picking it, and of course, they might have a bit of an advantage on it. But Inkies is such a volatile map that I think that it might be where Woe-Chills can find something.
Yeah, and with that volatility, CTC already known for that, but Inkies, the jank with that water comboing into that for both teams. So we'll have to see how that plays out, how they use the map to their advantage. But if I'm Woe-Chills here, we got to try and make an effort to keep the ball more often than not because Tempo Melon and Coin, they've been winning strike wars, they've been taking barriers with their abilities. When you're running a Juno goalie, an X in your face is really difficult to deal with. So the way to supplement that and remedy it is to have your midfielder and your forward able to hold on to that core a bit longer.
Yeah, and we're going to be heading into draft on Inkies in just a second. It should appear on your screen within a little bit. The drafter tool is up. It's a twin drive catalyst start. Definitely going to be a little bit crazy in that aspect. Not quite sure what the real priority will be for pass, but it looks like they're taking away the IME right away, probably directed at Hamster Quest, who has had a lot of success on that character before. But
Yeah, Hamster Quest notorious on that pick, but so sorry. I am definitely lagging a bit here. Hello?
yeah, okay, we're back. Um, but yeah, it's a Luna first pick for pass, and that is really huge because it denies ZZZ, and also they don't have to use a ban on it. On the other end, it's gonna be that Estelle and Juno on the side of Woe-Chills here, which is gonna be very, very valuable in terms of that core control, and on a map like Inky Splash Zone where it's so wide, right? Those two picks are going to have a really great effect in the open field in terms of also threatening a lot of core speed awakenings as well.
Yeah, and with that twin drive start, with how open it is, the dash and the blinks might be more prevalent than you would imagine if they don't opt for the catalyst here. I don't think they'll need to though. But yeah, already investing into more core control with this comp, I really do like it from them.
On the other end, though, it is Mako Kazan. Coin on the Kazan, possibly, or the Luna. Oh, I forget. I think Tempo is like the most likely to be on the Luna in this game, and it's probably Coin on the Kazan, and that's a pretty scary comp in terms of just picking the core off in open space. On the other end, the Dubu coming in for ZZZ perhaps? Or Cakes and ZZ on the Juno? Or ZZ on the... I don't know. We'll have to get into game. I don't know where these are going.
I have no idea either. I'm not sure you want to run a lock 'em down goalie on such an open map with the one barrier. And again, I'm not sure how you're going to work that Tofu Fortress onto the offense with how immobile Dubu is. So Dubu, an interesting flex pick to be sure. We'll have to see if that works for them or
Yeah, we'll have to see whether that does work. We're loading into Inky Splash Zone, trying to see if this game will be a little bit different for Woe Chills, Coin Mangoes, and Tempo as predicted. Kazan for Coin, Luna for Tempo, Mako for Mangoes on the other end, Juno, Estelle, and Dubu. I can't wait to see where these three are going.
Me too. This is an extremely volatile map with an already volatile team composition. And whoa, Chills, they really need this victory here to keep their dreams of somehow qualifying to the top 6 alive. But it looks like the Dubu is going to fall down to the goalie. An interesting pick with a Catalyst and Strike Shot start on him as well, looking to try and control that core from a distance.
Yeah. Gonna have to be very precise to deal with the Kazan of Coin. ZZ on the other end, trying to harass Mangoes, but it's not going to be easy on that end as well, as if Mako has a lot of tools to deal with the Juno there. Tempo and Coin pushing up on the offense as usual, and it's looking so difficult for them to get any offense on Woe Chill side.
Yeah, but a nice barrier found by Coin. Unfortunately, Cakes missed that roll. And an even better boost dash from Tempo Melon, able to secure them the first points.
That's a very, very quick goal, and that's the kind of scoring Luna we're seeing from Tempo. Of course, the damage pressure is there, but it's all about those dashes, right place, right time, finding those goals, finding the barriers as well. And unfortunately, ZZZ, once again, not the easiest thing to score against the Mako with the solo Juno Brawler.
Yeah, solo Juno Brawler is not what you need against the Mako, but a flip is if they can get it to ZZZ. Unfortunately, great midfield work. There's the flip, but stuffed out by Mangoes or Yummy's own flip.
Wait, but the Brawler Juno did it! The Mako vanished in an instant! The power play for Woe Chills!
Yeah, and a nice redirect with the Slimes off the corner there. ZZZ coming in huge for them with that kill, and a nice flip from Hamster Quest to get them back in this game.
I don't even fully catch what happened to Mangoes, but ZZ did it. And that guy has been playing Brawler Juno in some form or whatever since beta. There's a famous gif of the old prime time letting ZZ shoot the slime twice, and it did an Atlas's entire health bar and stagger KO'd, but that's a different era of the game for sure, and it's a lot harder now.
Yeah, much more difficult to deal with, but Cakes, very difficult to deal with all of that in his face. Tempo Melon, boost dash into the core flip. The soup was a nice try, but Tempo Melon knows a little bit better than that and just let the flip rip.
Let the flip rip. It's going to be a difficult time here, but ZZ and Hamster Quest once again having to deal with that open barrier. Cakes in a lot of trouble in the goal box. Barely getting it through is Coin up to the top side. Tempo finds a little bit as well. Just strikes away the flip. So much pressure in the corner, but Cakes manages to clear it away for the moment. It's still such a difficult spot here for the side of Woe Chills.
Yeah, they can't really get anything started here. I mean, ZZZ already had to waste that flip trying to get something, and Coin and Tempo Melon have just been looking monstrous on this offense, taking the barrier because the Dubu can't hold that big gap by himself.
Yeah, and now we go into the draft. Now it's a bit of a scary situation, but I think the hotshot will be safely diffused away. But I don't think ZZ's focused on the hotshot, right? It is a great awakening on the core control Luna, to be sure, but I think ZZ's looking for a little bit of damage here. That prize fighter looking a little juicy, perhaps. Monumentalist as well. two possible awakenings to be taken here, and that's the prize fighter. That's ZZZ.
ZZZ looking to scale and help his Juno brawler come to fruition. Unstop is going to be a nice pick for Cakes here, helping with the stray hits that are dealt by Tempo and Coin. So hopefully that'll help bolster his defenses. It's been one push to take it from him, that barrier with Coin and Tempo. But Coin finding an excellent kill with the top spin as well. A power play from the side of Pass.
Power play ZZ tries to find a slime to catch. Cakes making good use of that unstoppable so far, making it a little bit more difficult for the Luna to find those boosts for free. The unstoppable doing a lot of work so far, but the offense from WoChills is having a lot of trouble getting going.
Yeah, not only the offense, but the defense as well. Tempo Melon and Coin have been looking deadly in combination. Cakes able to hold on that time, but Tempo Melon can both defend and attack, diffuses the pressure from Hamster Quest brilliantly there.
That's Hamster Quest finding the barrier, looking for the goal here. The water cannon activated as Cakes with a good strike shot, but that's still a really dangerous situation here. A really good strike shot from Mangoes on the other side. Will save it for a moment, and a good clear from Cakes will send it away. Hamster Quest almost going down, still saved by Mangoes as Coin approaches. Doesn't even need the flip with a shot to the bottom side.
I mean, what a beautiful combo from Coin there. A nice dribble to the top side where Coin was farther from, but closed the distance. Didn't even need to use flip to mix up Cakes there, and that's just the immobility of that dude. Without the strike shot, you can't win all those 50-50s.
Dangerous spot here with the flip available on Coin. ZZ though, a quick barrier take while Mangoes was running on the other side, and that's a quick flip in. WoChills keeping this set pretty competitive.
A breath of life from WoChills, something they desperately needed. A nice tandem combo from Hamster Quest and ZZZ, and the flip. If they can keep these sets brief, the points brief, I think that will offer them the best chances of winning here.
Definitely something that could help them, especially with that barrier take there. Oh, Hamster Quest, a bit of an own barrier, and now Cakes in trouble, but the water cannon active. ZZ can't capitalize, but a good strike war forward. ZZ doing a slime in Mango's face, but it's not quite enough.
Yeah, a missed opportunity there and a missed roll. Ah, you hate to see it if you're Cakes. Save Dubu. Tempo Melon able to sneak it past him right there.
Really tragic that point was, but Cakes on the bright side still has a flip to work with, has to burn it there to barely save the barrier, and WoChills not in the great spot.
Yeah, but Cakes trying to mix things up, steps up to the midfield line and gets punished for it. Tempo Melon, my goodness, boost dash, fortunate redirect off the barrier take, and it's just an empty net. Pass looking extremely comfortable here. But oh my goodness, are Sparks dead or what? 3 of them hopping out of this draft.
Yeah, I think everyone happy that they didn't take the Sparks in the previous draft. Kind of happens, but that's exactly what they're going to be getting here. Spark of Strength taken by Tempo to try and get that extra damage forward, and this Juno not left with any extra damage on this one. A little bit rough for ZZZ, but that Timeless Creator will be, unfortunately, the best he can get.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of hate to see it with the 3 Sparks there and nobody taking the cooldown on last draft. Someone is going to be relatively unhappy, but Tempo Melon forcing ZZZ on the Timeless pick. I'm not quite sure if those blobs are to the size that ZZZ wants here. But really good draft here, but Tempo Melon looking extremely low out of nowhere.
And Cakes denies the orb as well. Tempo on Death's Door could be a KO found if ZZ finds a good slime. An awkward bounce, an awkward ankle means that the barrier is not taken. And both miss, but an early strike by Cakes, a flip by Cakes, and ZZZ looking for the KO, looking for a prize fighter stack, still unable to get one.
A Tempo Melon dancing around all the slimes, but insane pressure coming out of nowhere with that water cannon. This is why nobody likes that map. Free pressure with the cannon Coin. with sole possession, but unfortunately diffused by the soup. ZZZ with an insane scoring opportunity. The timeless slime lasting long enough, but a flip force from Hamster Quest. Coin was very dangerous there. Nice strike shot from Cakes to keep the offense going with a better redirect, but Tempo Melon, the premonition, able to interfere with that pass and scores the first goal for Pass.
Pass only 2 goals away, and having 2 flips on the board is definitely going to help with that. An early strike by Coin. The barrier already down, looking like a speed run.
Yeah, I mean, Cakes just not in the right position, and there's the Estelle going down, able to navigate that flip, thankfully, if there's some compensation. A Coin and Tempo, great boost to primary. Cakes locked in a hit stun. Woe Chills grasping for straws here. There's nothing going for him. It's absolute domination.
Really, really tough to see here, but ZZZ continuing to try and get something on Mangoes. A barrier taken, maybe some life for Woe Chills, especially with the core on the other end.
Oh, and oh my goodness, Coin gets escorted out of the ring, and ZZZ able to win the 1v1. Oh, that's funny.
Exactly what Woe Chills might need. A little bit of lighthearted point earning in this one. They still need 2 more points to keep this game going, and it's going to be difficult for Cakes, but a great strike will make sure that the barrier still stands for the moment.
These points have been taken by Temple Melon coming out of nowhere, but the story so far is ZZZ. Wow, okay. The flip winning against the Mako, then the strike shot of all things. The momentum on Woe Chills. They are still in this.
They are, but they got to be careful, right? Tempo can sneak this barrier in an instant. Looking for a boost angle here, but Hamster body blocking right now, and Strike War wins, but Cakes can't cover the entire massive barrier. It's looking almost over, but a great save by Hamster with the flip, but there's 2 flips available.
Yeah, flip pass may have been intercepted by their own water cannon, but the insta flip proc, Tempo Melon ending this game, this series in style. Pass taking it 2-0.
Clean 2-0 for a Pass. The first game was a little bit shaky for them. Woe Chills might have picked the comp on the worst start possible for the comp and still brought it to a set 5.5. But in the second game, on their map pick, they look a lot more comfortable, and they close it out in style with the insta flip. Any other thoughts on that game?
I mean, that was just a clinic performance. Temple Melon and Coin really abused the fact that the fat hamster didn't quite get enough cardio, and that large barrier is just too much for him to defend. ZZZ had some tricky opportunities there, but ultimately, Mangoes Are Yummy held it down just long enough for Coin and Temple Melon to do their thing. So, I mean, what more can you ask? It was a masterclass performance on both offense and defense for Pass.
Well, on that note, thanks everyone for watching this week of NASA. There was only 1 game this week because all the others got delayed to future weeks during the break. The holidays hitting hard, Christmas approaching. And that's the end of this stream. Record breaking. I don't think a Bestie and Slot stream has been less than an hour in the... Has it? Has it been in like the past year? Like, I've been putting in like 5 out of 7 days a week with like 4 hours. Anyway, goodbye everyone. Thanks for watching.
See ya.